This is the MeteoMark Weather Show. Let's take a look at some viewer sent in photos here. Let's take a look first. Our first photo of the day is taken by Peter Ford. He has some nice looking clouds taken on November 1st, 2013 in Greenville, Rhode Island, if I'm not mistaken. RI. Yes, I believe that is Rhode Island. Let's take a look. Very nice cloud structure. This type of cloud structure has been very prevalent across much of the northern United States the last several days. And with this type of cloud structure, with these multi-layer clouds in the upper levels of the atmosphere, you can get sundogs, those little rainbow halos effects around the clouds, around the sun, and when those clouds form ahead of the sunshine, you can actually see out at usually 35 to 45 degree angles, you see those sundogs that prevalent out in circles around the sun. So I don't believe this is a sundog, but this is the type of clouds where you can get sundog type formations. So thank you, Peter Ford, for sending that in. That's a very beautiful shot of some very beautiful clouds, very nice structures, very nice alto cirrus and alto cumulus clouds. Now if we take a look at some of the photos, we go down to Linden, Texas, where Lucas D is, and take a look at some of these photos sent in by, here we go, I believe Lucas and Courtney were sending in these photos. And let's start with the first one. He has a very big shot at some goldenrod here. This is an allergy person's worst nightmare. Take a look at this. If I saw this, I'd be running the other way because I cannot stand this type of goldenrod. Look at this. He says it's about 6 feet high in places. So this is really a sight to behold here. But for a person that's allergic to this sort of thing like myself, I'd probably be running the other direction. So very nice photo, Lucas. I don't see 6-foot goldenrod very often. And here's a photo taken by Courtney. Very nice bird shot. I don't know, it looks like a mourning dove. It could be something else, but very nice close-up of a bird. It's hard to get close-ups of birds because you have to be closer usually to get to them. Although if you have a nice zoom lens, you can get right in there perfectly. And here he has a kaleidoscope shot of, it almost looks like a snowflake-like pattern on a kaleidoscope. Very nice, Lucas. Nice structure there. And you see he has some very nice cloud structures here across much of Linden, Texas here. Very nice backgrounds. You can see this time of year you get a lot of that filtered sunshine. You get those multi-level clouds, usually about 700 millibars to 500 millibars up, which roughly is about that range of 2 to 4 miles up in the atmosphere. And that's where you get those cloud structures, that sun shining through. And watch for sundogs this time of year, those halos around the sun. Not directly around the sun, but around the sun. I'll get some pictures of those. I believe I have one picture I got the other day. I'll show in another video. And he has some more photos here. He ends it out with what look like could be a nice sunset. Very nice structures. Thank you, Lucas, and thank you, Courtney, and thank you, Peter Ford, for sending those in. Let's take a look at some precipitation totals. I don't have much to talk about precipitation-wise in the east. We have a little bit in the Ohio Valley, and then, of course, back to the northwest, we have a lineup of systems that are going to continue to move in this fashion, just like that. And across the northern plains, we'll get a little bit, but look at the southern portion of the country, from west coast to east coast. Not much to talk about. So let's get right into that all-important forecast for heading on into we're almost heading towards the end of the week, Thursday into Friday. Thursday, take a look at this. We have systems skirting across the northern interior of the United States. We have that cold front that's moving off the east coast. It will spread those showers across New England. We'll get a quarter to a half an inch of precipitation, but that's about it. Take a look at these string of systems here in the northwest and the northern plains. That's where we could be getting into some troubles. And this is the start of a pattern next week where we could see much colder air across the northern United States. That is a precursor of things to come. Mountain snow, valley rain across the northwest. A parade of systems will continue on that northern branch of the jet stream. And we head on into Friday into Saturday. For the end of the week, We get some unsettled weather across the Great Lakes. It should hold off across New England and the Northeast. You should have a nice Saturday for that most part. A little bit chilly in the 40s and some upper 30s in the mountains. But across the Northwest and the Northern Plains, we will continue to get pelted with those successive systems that move in. So that's what we're looking at. I want to bring you to a map that caught my attention across most of Canada. A good chunk, a majority of Canada is now covered in snow from the eastern sections to the western sections, from British Columbia all the way over towards portions of the just north of Nova Scotia over towards, I don't want to say as far east as Newfoundland because I don't believe they've had any snow. They've had some snowflakes maybe, but it's been a little bit warm over in the eastern sections. But I want to say most of Canada, for that matter, is stuck in the wintry pattern. So that's what we're looking at. A large chunk of Canada, as you can see, this is the earliest, highest coverage we've ever seen Canada being covered by snowfall. What's that mean? That means we have a very high likelihood of seeing white Christmases across much of the northern U.S. And I will be producing maps and a special coverage segment in the next couple weeks indicating just what areas I think could have a white Thanksgiving and a white Christmas. So that's going to do it here at MeteoMark. That's all I have to talk about at the moment. I will be working on my second outlook for winter. I will be diving deeper into the details. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Here's a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton, Elmira, and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. Let's take a look at that all-important forecast. We head our towards the end of the week here, Thursday into Friday. Look at this. We get rid of those showers. That cold front moves through. Yeah, it gets a little cooler, but look at this Saturday. Mostly more sun than clouds. We'll have that high filtered clouds through the sunshine, and it will be, a little bit dim sunshine. We will get those temperatures breaking out into the mid to upper 40s. Then we get into next week, early next week, we get those Alberta Clipper style systems. And at the end of next week, some of the models are hinting at a possible Alberta Clipper that could become coastal or at least spread a moderate amount of snowfall across the Great Lakes in the Northeast. I will have more details on that in the coming days if models sort things out. That's going to do it here at MeteoMark.